Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our legendary Luzhu campaign. We pick things up for episode 2 from turn 5 in the autumn season of 183. So, last episode we got things started and we even eliminated one of the Zhang brothers. The other two has not joined the war yet because officially the E02 rebellion hasn't happened. It's just that we're close to Zhang Liang's starting position, so the game have us at war with them from the start, and we proceeded to eliminate them from this war. We're probably going to see them join the E02 rebellion probably within the next turn. They each have 2 pieces of land right now, so technically our mandate war target's only against 4 counties. Should be pretty easy, but they're going to spawn a lot of things as we continue to fight them. So there'll be some challenges. As for us, we spent also a lot of time talking about Dongguan, which is the place where Lu Zhi worked in the government before becoming a general. It's basically the Great Library where they keep all the works, and we talked about one work in particular, Dongguan Hanji, which is the first book you unlocked, and it's a book that Lu Zhi helped write as this ongoing history record for the Eastern Han Dynasty. Now, for the game going ahead, we're going to be setting ourselves up to take the city of Ye. And I think what we want to do with this army is pull them back over here. We'll trespass. I guess we don't have to trespass. Let's be polite. We want to stand here because when this unit bounces back, he will enter mustering. And we still have the assignment for extra fast mustering right now. So next turn we can take advantage of that, and that unit will be ready a little bit quicker. So that's what we'll do. We can even ambush them in case we get a surprise attack. And from here, I think reaching there from here is about the same. There's not going to be a big difference. And in terms of setting up our commanderies, there's not much to do. This is just not profitable, but we'll keep it for the food since we do want to make this a taller build going forward. So that's pretty much where things stand. I'm not happy with the fact that our generals are unhappy with us, but there's not much we can do about it. That's the thing. When we rank up and get access to more assignment slots or more administrator slots, some of these problems will go away, but right now that's where we are and there's not much we can do. But before we continue and kick off the E02 rebellion, I think it's time for today's book talk. So we're going to talk about at least one book per episode, and today we'll just go from the beginning. The first book that's here. Last time we talked about Dongguan Hanji right here, a historical recording of the Eastern Han Dynasty. Unfortunately, most of this book did not survive, as I mentioned. Today, when we talk about the history of the Eastern Han Dynasty, we're referring to a book called Hou Han Shu, and that one was written during the Song Dynasty, using fragments of this book during war period throughout the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty into 3 kingdoms, into Jin, into the 8 princes mess, into the invasion of the 5 nomadic tribes, North-South dynasties. This book went through a lot, and only fragments of this book survived. Today, there's only 22 scrolls of the 143 originally recorded that still survived, and even some of that might be fragments or incomplete or maybe even incorrect, as that compilation was made during the Qing dynasty when they were trying to craft this big encyclopedia of all classical texts. So we don't know exactly how accurate it is, but there are some chapters that survived. For example, like Huang Fusong has his chapter in Dongguan Hanji that still survived. Unlike this book that went through a ton and didn't survive, Chu Ci is an older book. So this was written during the Eastern Han Dynasty and throughout it, from the second emperor on. This book, Chu Ci, was written during the Warring State period, near the end of the Warring State period. So we're talking about 300 BC to maybe 270 BC time period. And Chu Ci is very easy to understand. Chu stands for the Kingdom of Chu, one of the 7 warring state kingdoms. And Ci means words or phrases, but in this context it actually means poems. So it's a collection of poems from the Chu kingdom, and namely one person, a poet named Qu Yuan, who was a minor government official during this period, but he's quite famous throughout Chinese history, and he's celebrated with one of the most important summer traditional holidays. It is also an event in the game, so each season you have a chance to get one of those goodwill events that you give you 100 or 10 points of public order, And one of those events that will summon itself in the summer, each season has like a representative holiday that will trigger. The one that happens in summer in the game is the Duanwu Festival. So the Duanwu Festival traditionally is on the 5th of May, on the, not the lunar calendar, but like the Nongli, which is, I guess the best translation is lunar calendar, but it's not based on entirely on the moon cycle. It's more of an agricultural one. It's combination of the sun and the moon, but the traditional calendar of China, so it's May 5th, so technically it'll be sometime in early June. Usually it's 1 month off, because you know Chinese New Year happens usually in February, and that's supposed to be January 1st, so it's about a month late depending on the year. And in June, or May 5th, let's just call it May 5th, it's tradition to have 粽子. It's basically the leaf-wrapped rice balls, almost. Not balls, but they're triangles, or pyramid shape rice with fillings. And you have dragon boat racing. So if you see those events, that's related to Duanwu Festival. And the Duanwu Festival is a memorial to Qu Yuan's suicide. And he suicided because he loved his country. And he suicided when Baiqi eliminated Chu, the Qin dynasty was being formed. The kingdom of Qin eliminated the kingdom of Chu. So when that happened, and there was really no hope for Chu to stand up again, he decided to jump into a river and commit suicide on that day. And that day basically became attached to him in later dynasties, and it basically became a celebration for his death, or memorial for his death. And during his lifetime, he wrote a lot of poems, and these are romantic poems. These are considered inspirational poems for later periods of Chinese poetry, so they're very valuable in terms of their contribution to literature as a whole. You can think of them similar to like the Greek epic poetry from like Odyssey and Iliad. It's similar to that type of level impact in terms of later generation of poets. So as a book, though, it wasn't written, of course, during his lifetime. Very few poets compile their own work and write a book. Chuci actually have about 17 chapters inside. Each chapter have, anywhere from like 5 to 10 poems or so. And majority of the poems are from Qu Yuan. But then there's a collection of other poems from other poets during the Warring State period, and some poets from the Western Han Dynasty period, because it was actually a poet from the Western Han Dynasty who compiled these. He actually went ahead and compiled 16 chapters of poems in this style, and he themed them, each chapter, by the topic. So like some about love, some about nature, some about love of the supernatural. There's a lot of very interesting poems here. Qu Yuan wrote some poems about, local traditions of like summoning souls back to the land. This is not mythical, but this is really just families who's giving burials to maybe soldiers who went out and died in foreign land where they don't see the body, but they want to have the soul come back. So there's some ceremonies because, ancestral worship is a big deal in Chinese culture. So he wrote poems depicting these scenes. He wrote poems depicting love with mountain goddesses and so forth. So there's a lot of really interesting poetry work here. And basically, there's a collection of these. And the person who collected these even wrote about 9 poems himself in this style and added that as a 17th chapter. So that's the compilation. That's what we refer to as 楚辞. It's a very interesting book, and it's also one that survived the test of time. You can still find the complete 楚辞today, and there's nice versions with annotations that you can still buy. Everything's complete, nothing was lost, so that's very nice. And on top of that, it has a tradition where if you're seeking to name your sons, you can find characters from the poems in Chuci to name your sons. And if you're hoping to name a daughter, you typically go for another collection of poetry, and that usually is... they named it Classic of Poetry, but it's called Shi Jing, and this is a Confucius work. And this is even earlier than Chuci, actually. But this is one of the 5 books that's required reading for any Confucian scholar. And that's another one that we can look at in another time. We'll talk about that when time comes. We'll probably also talk about all the other classic works related to Confucianism. But this one is really not related to any of these big major philosophies. This is really a work of romantic poetry, and it set the course for a lot of different styles of poetry, like Songci in later periods and later dynasties. So pretty impactful work. In game, it's not bad. We got to get a silk resource. We got to go west, and we get 100% character experience faction wide for this, which is huge. But for us, is probably not something we'll unlock anytime soon. So might as well talk about this now, and we'll come back and talk about another book next episode. On with the game, and we have to end turn here. Oh, 董卓 declares war on Zhangbao. Hangzhou. Okay, so the defection occurred, so does that throw the Yellow Turbans into immediate war with us? No. So we found out that they're going to rebel. So next spring, I think, is when the rebellion starts. So I believe the game gives you about 8 turns to prep. So maybe it's next summer that when the game actually have the war ready. Okay, so this unit will be ready pretty quickly, as will most of these other units. I don't think we're going to recruit anyone else. Like 2 more trebuchet would be really overkill and really heavy burden on our economy. I think 2 is enough here. I also don't think we should get any more of these. If we get to Onyx Dragons, we'll recruit those, but right now I just want people to increase their level so that we can get our unique units on the proper generals. Right now we just don't have access to that. I should cancel him now. The mustering's already kicked in. It only gets applied when you are summoned, so that's ready active. We can switch to perhaps our student here, Gao Yu, so that he doesn't get, you know, any more lack of purpose. Not much we can do, right? We need to rank up if we want to get access to these like faction councils and more court positions. Right now that's where things stand, and we can just continue here. Oh, infighting, which is allowed. You can feud among the subjects. Rebellion has not started yet. Ooh, Xun You. Only 26-year-old young, not a spy, and someone we're probably interested in grabbing. His ability is not that great, but... Ooh, charismatic. What if we adopt him? Military supply is really bad. He does have 70 points of extra stat. I think he's part of the power creep from the introduction during the Furious Wild. Whoever, I mean, they have rotating groups of developers working on each of the chapter packs. So the group who worked on the Furious Wild really buffed all the strategists. I think every single strategist from that patch that got art got double health. And look at the stat they give him, 70 points. Like some people just end up with 15 when they forget about it, but huge points for him. The one downside is he's only level 1. Well, we need an heir. We're gonna get another trade route here. Hopefully there's still trade partners around. Yes, they are. Good. So, 3... We're one of the few factions with a nice port. It's a big deal. Bianzhang's our neighbor. I guess port doesn't mean much with him, but he will still be paying us. Alright, we'll take that. And if I get... I mean... Not Shixie, Liu Yan. The 15% peasantry I think is the best I can get. I think maybe he should be heir. It's just the adoption fee at this point. 4,000, and then we don't have to pay his salary anymore. Oh, but he has a title. Ooh, his title thing is a mess. We shouldn't have given to him. Because now if we remove it, he's gonna feel bad. But if he keeps it, the salary goes up where the 0 doesn't even get applied. So basically you're 0 if you're a family member, but once you get a title or any sort of job, you jump to the proper amount, which is 150 plus like 100, let's say. So that's quite wasteful. I mean, we could just fire him. How sad would he be? And then we'll just make him, and then the 18 goes away. And then the upkeep we'll give to Huang Fusong perhaps, as he will shift back into the army. Like essentially we're just trying to get this one extra trade route here. And the 15% peasantry. Yeah, we're doing it. Hello, son. Oh, we get free grandchildren too. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna make him heir. And that means we should get additional trade route. Tell him up. Okay.
欢迎朋友。
Maybe he will pay me more in cash. Yeah, actually he has a bunch of savings, so I'm gonna guess he's gonna pay me more in cash. Yep. 550, 75, 80, 95. Oh, 85? Okay.
你我已达成共识。
There we go. I mean, passing the faction on to a, member of the imperial family, it's not a bad move.
大人，有何吩咐？
We're going to recall him. Or actually, we can just swap him.
根壮而后，枝叶繁茂。
I mean, Liu Yan basically doesn't get along with anyone. That's not a problem, to be honest. We don't have to like each other to work with each other. So I think he can lose his mustering. Even if he's not full health, it's fine. I don't want to trespass. We're going to get to this edge.
不贪享乐。
Oh, you lose so much from the mustering, but it's fine. We're okay here. Left is defended. He expanded once. Zhang Jiao's not expanding. Okay. I mean, it's fine. Ah, classic of poetry. 50% trade influence. Hello, with our 5 trade routes. Very, very nice. We just simply don't have the cash. Now, we're probably gonna get him to go boost our income here a little bit. And I think that's all we can do. There we go. They want us to speed up the war. Now, have they declared? Yes, they have. The Mandate War is officially begun, and we're declared war against Zhang Bao and Zhang Jiao. Zhang Liang's already gone, and we're supposed to fight Zhang Bao's army. We're ready for that. Gongdu and Huangshao has spawned, He Yi has spawned, Ill-Terran Rebel has spawned. Do we have to worry about that? I mean, I don't know if they can... I'm not sure if they can beat this. Oh, it's very low level. There goes our trade route with them. I mean, we can always cancel and make a new one, but... There we go. We will be fighting most of these manually, just to keep casualties low and keep things going. They have a few unbreakable units in each of the garrison, which is very, very annoying to deal with. So let's go. Alrighty, beautiful weather. It's actually very likely they charge out because of how small their group is. So we'll set up plenty of space. If they don't charge out, we'll just, slowly burn down the whole town. Put them up in the front. I don't even think they have range units, but I might be wrong. They definitely don't have cavalry. So we just have to protect one side. Yep, they're coming out. So we just have to hit that spot right there. I mean, they have range, but not much. We're mainly targeting the axe units. These two, the small size, unbreakable axe unit. They're trying to meet up. Okay, they have 200 range on those. Okay, Luger is firing. Ooh, that miss was a really good hit. I mean, with low-level trebuchets, this is usually the case. Yeah, like, you know, we aim here and end up not hitting him. We don't aim here and we end up blasting them. My question is, why have they all stopped moving? Almost makes me want to stop firing, because I might need the ammo to kill the towers if they don't charge me. They stop right on the edge of our range. Hello guys. I could move up, like, definitely an option. Okay, archers are going. Kill these unbreakable units. I'm just confused why they're confused. There's not that much to be confused about. You guys charged out already. Okay, I'll be just in case, we'll burn down this area of the town. And then this area, and then one shot here. 3 shots basically to burn all the front towers. Just because the fire is going to spread pretty easily. And then 1 shot here. And then I can feel free to use the rest of the shot. Oh, actually this might not spread to that one. These houses are usually not considered that close. Actually, we'll see. Yeah, it's definitely gonna spread. You guys dead yet? No? Yeah, it didn't spread. It's still might not spread unless we get a hit actually on the tower. We're just probably gonna use all our ammo at this rate. Oh dear. I mean, it's okay. The tower's gonna do more damage than most of these troops, so if we can just take it out. Come on. We just need 1 shot to land. Oh. Oh, yes. Stop. Show us what you got. Fire. Oh, can't fire in this formation, right. We got 1 hit there. That's a captain, so if we could knock him out, archers at least will have an easier time to route. Seems like we're overshooting, so I'm going to aim a little short. See how we do here. Yeah, we tend to overshoot a little. Okay, the towers are gone. They're pulling back. Well, they're smart. They know that we're out of ammo. Generals go out. It's probably easier to kill them with the cavalry. Actually, we can just charge in. There's no spears.
哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃。
Alright, now the unbreakable guy. Don't touch my units. Man, they're pretty tanky. There we go. Alrighty. It's a nice clean fight. And we ranked up. Very important. So, trade is probably the best thing for us. I don't think we need many more armies. We don't have the economy for it, really. Spies against Yellow Turbans, kind of not... There's really no point. So with our 2 points, we can probably just get 2 more trade routes. I'm even probably going to say no to administrators for now. Just because these commanders really not that important. We're going to have to just sustain ourselves on trade. 380. I mean, these values look higher just because we have higher trade influence right now. Thanks to our book. Wait. 8.1? That's really, really high. I doubt he has the cash. Oh, actually, the cash deal's better. $10.2 and a really high value. Sign me up. All right. Wow, some of them can pay quite a bit. We can maybe flush out our army. Not sure if he's willing to pay us, like, say 900 here. Yeah, per turn's better here. We'll just look at the ones with high value. Trying to get a 666 going, but they won't let us. 10.1? Okay. I guess our economy can be pretty good with all these deals going on. 6.9 with the Emperor himself.
请进，朋友。
Just because they're rich doesn't mean they're generous. Remember, one of our recommendations in our letter to the emperor was spread your wealth,
算是谈妥了。
and he just ignored it. At least he didn't chop our head off, so guess we have to be grateful for that.
妙啊！
Alright, we can definitely build ourselves a full army here. Especially since he reached rank 3. So he's gonna get a full stack of these. Well, actually, hold on. Title time. Oh, do we wanna... We could do 2 more siege weapons. Like, we could experiment with, say, the crossbow. In the north, it's mostly flat land, so these will actually do quite well against units. I know I'm not a big fan of them usually, but we could experiment. We can also use juggernauts, since we do have a bunch of turtle units. Well, let's do that. Let's set up a flamethrower line. That's gonna be a very interesting campaign, isn't it? Flamethrowers. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then it's gonna be very costly on our economy, but I think it should be very fun to watch. I mean, it's not a bad building, but we need these. We need to get the fervor down, which is going to be extremely hard in this area. I mean, this one's finally going down just because the neighbors are gone, right? But this has so many neighbors that we have to remove before we can move on. 3 turns. Sure. I don't think we need to convert. Aside from the 2 population growth, there's not too much difference here. So we'll just keep that where it is. Economy's doing fine. Telmal's dead. Oh no, they lost the battle. We lost the trade route. Okay. So that's really awkward because now we have to kind of cancel it. And that's probably going to hurt our untrustworthiness a little. Or not hurt our untrustworthiness, just make us untrustworthy a little.
老友来访，甚是欣慰。
It's fine. I need the money.
算你正直，我喜欢。
We'll bounce back. It's not a big deal. They're about the same. Liu Yu, as long as he's holding on to Liu Beiping's trade port, he can trade with us.
很高兴与你见面。
Oh, he's very poor. Alrighty, so that's that. I'm probably gonna wait at least 1 more turn. If he wants to come to us, that's even better. If he doesn't, we'll fight them next turn. Yeah, they're already full healed anyways, so it's not gonna be a big deal. Yeah, maybe like 2 unit difference. Anything we want to build here? I think I will get this converted. I mean, it's still better to have our own version than theirs. Am I worried about this assault? A little bit. Oh, Xunyo we didn't recruit. Let's grab him. Let's not let him go disappear. Level 1 should be pretty easy to keep happy. Everyone's at least bounced. Yeah, everyone's bounced back enough with the heir, with another set of authority to help a little bit. Honestly, he's not helping very much. Switch swords. That helps a little bit more. Over here, I mean... Right. Army limit is only 1. They have to at least siege us for a turn. So if we do need to come, we can send help from another place. We've got to get administrator next spring. Yeah. We'll work on that. Anyways, in the meantime... I'll upgrade that. Alright, let's continue. Alright, the Liang rebels have appeared. 北宫博玉. Liang rebellions. Wang Gai. Not a spy. Just left for some reason. Mao Jie is a pretty good administrator. Alright, that army disappears somewhere. Don't know where. Let's peek. They leveled up to level 4, which doesn't make it any... It makes it easier because they have to replenish. Go back to the 20%. So let's just beat them up. Alrighty, it's a foggy day, but it doesn't really matter. As long as it's not raining, it's all the same. These are probably the easiest place to attack from. This side in particular. Let me put these guys in the front, so less walking through them later on. Probably just one shot here, one shot here. Yep. Regular shots, punch a hole in the wall. I'm gonna weaken the wall slowly. I can crush all these guys to death. But they're unbreakable anyways. Maybe someone will still stand there. I guess they won't stand on something that's like 80% broken. Yeah, we're just gonna break them. And then we have 3 shots left over. Is that the only range unit left? Oh no, they put one in the back. Okay. I want to get these guys off. Yeah, ow, 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 ow. Good news is we didn't lose any men so far. Okay, go back down, get on your horses. Now come over here and shoot at whoever you want. Mount first, guys. Mount first. Let the horse kill people. They blockaded that part. Sure.
敌军士兵正在溃逃。
We'll let the archers do their thing. Unbreakable units. Very annoying. Look how many volleys he's tanking. There we go. Alright, another 0 casualty fight. Alrighty.
计谋胜于蛮力，正需此地。
And the money, our hard-earned cash that we picked up here, 1 will go here, and then another 1,000 will go to Huanggai. Alright, so when we get administrator or extra army limit, we will start using these, but right now we just don't have that. Zhangbao is about to be wiped out. That's his capital now. So wherever his army is, we're going to get rid of another brother. Superstitious. Must be you. Right. Pick up a better weapon. Actually, no, he's air. That's why he has that weapon. Can I take this from you? Because authority actually works better on me. And you can take this.
潮起潮落，足以磨平巨石。
This I want to convert because our version's better. Yeah, we'll convert both when we get a chance. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's all we have. Let's go. Alright, so we got ourselves a rebel spawning due to our public order, and his army has popped out over here, which leaves a lot of targets open, mainly this one. This one also doesn't have walls, so they can take it right off the bat. Guan Yu and Zhang Fei's army are here. Liu Bei gets them spawned separately, and that's one of their issues. They're not that strong separately, so they might die. I think we might as well go take care of this, and then take care of them afterward. And go here after we kill off the main army. I don't want to take casualties, so I have to fight every battle. Although, will we actually get casualties? I guess we will, so let's fight this. Alrighty, yeah, so we don't want to take any casualties. They have a general, they have a bunch of archers. We're gonna have to be pretty careful here. Let's use Turtle to protect our Juggernauts. And we'll set everyone else back here. Activate your bow. Can you take him as a duel? Yes, okay, we'll do that. Give me some experience. Alright, both towers on fire, which is perfect, because that means he can come out and hit the archers. Kill him now and we win.
发石车就绪，
顶住！
He's routing. Right? They go 29. There we go. That's a win. Alrighty. Alright, just keeping things clean here.
我们的智略更胜一筹。我等并非蛮夷，
I don't mind him stay on the field, because it's going to help our public order back.
一统天下，人地
Ambush.
厚命。
Hopefully they go here. I mean, this is the obvious choice. I mean, if they go there, that's fine. I'll just retake it. I have money to pick up Maldzia, but I don't know if I want to pick him up. Like, I have a candidate right now in my faction that's for administrator. I mean, he has this, but it's not that good. Like, we don't have corruption, so why do we need minus 30% corruption? That's like the argument here. He's level 4, so it's kind of hard to keep him happy when we get him. Like, he's probably going to be our administrator once we do get one. And then this is going to be another army. Xunyou, Huanggai, Fuxi. Like, he can be a good court faction unit later on. Like, once we have level 6 generals and we have our unique cavalry, he can make that cheaper. But that's where things stand, I think, right now. Alright, let's continue. Alright, so he opted to fight the farmland, which we'll let him have. Alright, so that's exactly where Ohui got destroyed. Zhangye has been spawned. Relationship boost between the two. Yu Chang. Qin Yilu. So Qin Yilu is a general under Lu Bu, with a beautiful wife that both Guan Yu and Cao Cao want. Lu Chang, I believe, is a general under Yuan Shao. That rebel is gone, and you'll die exactly where your other brother died. Well, technically, I don't think he's killed. He's probably joined their faction somewhere else. We have night battle, fire, open field fight though, so it's not that simple. But I think we should be fine. They have invisible Yaoguai hunters, which is a little bit annoying. Poison, snipe, stalk, so we're gonna have to kind of guess where they are on the map. But they only have one of those, so that's fine. And their unique units overall is not that strong. I feel like Zhang Bao is probably the weakest of the three brother factions, so we'll take care of him right here. Alrighty, so familiar map and different gears. We have much better items than last time. We can even stand a little bit farther back to get them into this more forested area because we need space to set up our juggernauts. So we're gonna wait here. These boys, actually depends on how much space they take. Alright, so I can't put the units, there's no cavalry on the enemy side except for the generals, so there's no need to be in any formation, and they need to be shooting, and plus this formation they cannot shoot their archers in that formation, so we won't be doing that anymore. A little bit up ahead, turtle formation protecting, actually that one's not exactly protected now, is it? There we go, now that's protected. And nobody moves here. They're gonna attack pretty wide, I feel like. And then we'll put these two in reserve in case we need them to help flank and stuff like that. Oh no, don't do that. Selected the wrong unit. One of you, come over here with your bow. Ah, we got ourselves friends. Close relative, oh, adopted. Right. Here they come. They do have one cavalry, two cavalry, okay. Slow it down. Pound them here. Go take a fight. Ooh, Wisdom the River.
准备就绪。
I want to ask you to duel.
万箭齐发。大胆逆贼，还不束手就擒！
哈哈，你当真这么想？时机已至，复活位置，准备就绪，快点，跑起来，加快速度，速战速决。说够了没有？
Wonder if he can help us spot where the Yaoguai. Ah, found them.
时机已至，放！
Alright, that's a win.
顶住！
Oh, they were friends? We're gonna take some damage. Can we get back on our horse? Yes, okay, we're good. I'm not gonna jump into the duel with him. He's got a bronze weapon and he's got the Fallen Friend activated. So I'm gonna... Oh, the poison. We're gonna stop. That's our job. Make sure the poison... Actually, we have... Oh, this unit's getting hit. That's fine. Cavalry... Switch sides. Okay, that's okay. As long as they can't... Oh, here comes the good show.
你这厮也配上阵？
英英小儿竟如此能言，
Flank out. Look at our flamethrowers. Protected by the turtle, so none of the arrow can hit the units. And when the enemy approaches, we torch them.
射击！
时机已至，准备就绪，快跑！顶住！加快
Alright, stay on that one, stay on that one. Don't give them any chance. That's the one unit we don't want firing on us. Ooh.
啊！
No one's getting close. Everyone's going to be fighting here with our unbreakable units. They still have a couple of cavalry. Okay, that guy routed. Juggernauts are strong. I mean, this argument's like the same as the crossbow argument. Like, in certain type of battles, they're insanely strong. But in most battles, they're not as flexible and versatile as the trebuchet, which we're firing into empty ground right now.
敌军仓皇逃窜，一群懦夫。
发矢车听命，
You guys are done.
前进！ 快快快！
准备就绪，
What do you guys want to do, huh? Torch them. Ooh. Missile resistance doesn't work against fire, is it? That entire unit got crisped up.
哈！敌军士兵正在溃逃。
Look at that rate of firing. Ooh.
They're
They're gonna rout and get garrison wiped.
敌军四散而逃，到
But
底
they
是
can come up
无
and
胆
we can
鼠
fire
辈。
them with the fire. That's also good. Alright, that was nice. Alrighty.
计谋胜
Same
于蛮力，
place, different brother, same result.
水涨船高。
Now our path to his last county is clear. So we're going to end the episode here. Liu Bei already took one of Zhang Jiao's land. He has 3 pieces left. He's close to the bandits. We're going to go north and clean him out as well, and carve ourselves some land to grow as well. And eventually go west to take care of the Liang rebels, which is right here, because we also want a Silk County for one of our book collection. There's some remnants that we have to destroy as well, but looking at what the other armies are doing, seems like everyone's on top of it. I'm kind of worried that Yuan Shao will come steal our land when he spawns away, but that's only if the empire dissolves, I believe. I have no control over that, so if that happens, that happens. We're not going to overbuild Wei, I guess, at this point. We're going to build this everywhere just to take care of fervor. That's something that just we have to do, especially in the 182 start. So that's something we will do everywhere, but aside from that, nothing else is really going on. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. We're going to continue to push against the other 2 brothers and end this rebellion quickly. So until next time, bye!